I was kidnapped. I thought it was just another boring night, scrolling aimlessly online, not really caring about anything. Then I stumbled on a missing children's site. Faces of kids, aged digitally to show what they might look like today. I paused. One of the faces stared right back at me. Same eyes, same scar above the eyebrow, same me. At first I laughed it off. Weird, right? I knew I was adopted. My parents never hid it from me. But something about that picture wouldn't let me sleep. It clung to my chest like a weight. I had to know. Days turned into weeks of digging. Phone calls, DNA tests, endless questions nobody wanted to answer. Until the truth finally broke me. My real mother had kidnapped me. Not from strangers, not from the streets, from my own father. I was just a baby, only months old when she took me and disappeared. For 34 years he had been searching for me. When I met him, he cried without shame. I never stopped looking, he said. Neither did my heart. Drop a heart for every parent still waiting. This little boy refused to say grace at dinner. Tommy, we always thank God before eating. He pushed his plate away. God doesn't care about us, Grandma. She was heartbroken. Why would you say that? My dad prayed every day before he got sick. God didn't save him. The grandmother tried to explain, but he ran to his room crying. Next day at the food bank, Tommy saw a hungry girl with no shoes. Quietly, he gave her his sandwich and sneakers. Later, he saw an old man shivering. Tommy took off his jacket. The man smiled. God bless you, son. Tommy looked confused. That evening, the girl's mother knocked on their door. Your grandson fed my daughter today. This money is all we have, but please take it. The old man appeared too. That boy gave me his coat. I want to repay his kindness. Both visitors looked at Tommy. You have such a good heart, young man. Grandma knelt beside Tommy. Do you see what happened today? You fed the hungry, clothed the cold. That's how God works through us. Tommy's eyes filled with tears, but Dad still died. God didn't leave your father. He sent your father's loving heart into you. Now you're God's hands helping others. Tommy finally understood. That night he prayed for the first time in months. Thank you, God, for showing me you never left. Drop a heart if you believe God works through kind hearts. This poor man begged outside the office building every day. The rich man's assistant kicked him away each morning. Get lost! You're making our office look bad? The poor man just wanted to work. Please, I need a job. I can clean or do anything. But the assistant slammed the door. We don't hire beggars here. One cold morning, the rich man arrived early. He saw the poor man shivering outside. What's your name? He asked kindly. John, sir. I used to work construction, but I got hurt. Now no one will hire me. The assistant rushed out. Sir, I told this beggar to leave already. She grabbed the poor man's arm roughly. I said, get out. The rich man's face went pale. He stared at the poor man closely. John? John Miller? The poor man nodded, confused. Tears filled the rich man's eyes. You saved my daughter from that burning building 5 years ago. You're the hero who wouldn't take any reward. The assistant froze in shock. John, I've been looking for you everywhere. I owe you everything. The rich man hugged him tight. You're hired as my head of security. You start today. If you believe kindness always comes back, like and subscribe. A man glanced down at the paper bag in his hands, his last meal for the week. But there has a homeless man shivering in the cold. The man felt sorry for him, but he had no money to help. Hesitated, he still handed over the bag. I hope this helps. The homeless man looked at him with surprise and smiled. Thank you. The next day, the man went to a cafe to warm up. He saw a help wanted sign in the window, but he wasn't sure if they would hire him because he didn't have experience. Therefore, he nervously asked the manager if he could work there, even for free. The manager agreed, and the man started working every day. A few days later, a businessman came into the cafe. He looked at the man and said, "You helped my father last night. I want to help you." The businessman offered him a job at his company. The man was amazed. Sometimes life rewards kindness in ways we never see coming. As they walked home that evening, he saw another homeless man sitting against a wall, shivering in the cold. He reached into his bag and handed the homeless man his extra sandwich. He looks up, surprised. The man smiled. "You'll see." A woman stood in the kitchen, breathing in the rich, chocolatey smell. The cake sat on the table, its smooth frosting shining under the light. Her mouth watered. She reached for a plate, but her boyfriend shook his head. "No," he said firmly. She blinked. Was he joking? "Last year you ate the last piece while I was at work," he said. "So this year it's mine." The woman frowned. "It was just a piece of cake." "But I didn't know you cared that much," she said. He sighed. "But I did." The woman's stomach twisted. Why was he making a big deal out of this? She wanted to argue, but then a memory flashed. Her sister tossing her teddy bear onto the porch. Rain poured down, soaking it, ruining it. She had sobbed, but Mom only said, "It's just a toy." The woman's chest tightened. Was this how he felt? She swallowed. She had hurt him without knowing. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I didn't understand." He looked at her, surprised. Slowly, he nodded. The woman stepped back, forcing a smile. "All right," she said. "This year, it's all yours." One night, I woke up to a loud boom. I ran to the bathroom and saw fire. Smoke filled the air. My 15-year-old nephew stood stood frozen, holding a lighter. His eyes were wide with fear. My brother's family moved in 2 weeks ago. They lost their jobs and had nowhere to go. I let them stay because they promised it was only for a short time. But my home became loud and messy. My nephew was always on TikTok trying crazy challenges. One night, he tried a fire trick with hairspray. He thought the fire would go out, but it didn't. It spread to the towels. We had to run outside while firefighters came. My bathroom was burned. The house smelled like smoke. They said they were sorry. They begged me to let them stay. They had nowhere else to go. I felt bad for my niece who did nothing wrong, but I was scared. What if next time the fire was worse? Then I saw my nephew's phone. His video had comments. Cool, do it again. I took a deep breath. It hurt to say it, but I couldn't risk my home burning down again. I was excited to grab a seat near the front of the bus. It was a long ride, and I wanted to enjoy the view through the big windshield. But then, an elderly man slowly walked over and asked, "Would you mind switching seats with me? I'd like to sit here." "Sorry, I really like this spot. I picked it so I could have a clear view of the road." He nodded politely but looked disappointed as he shuffled to another seat. A few minutes later, the bus hit a pothole, jerking everyone forward. The elderly man winced, gripping his chest and breathing heavily. I overheard him whisper to himself, "I get dizzy sitting in the back." That's when I understood. He wasn't asking for my seat just for comfort. He was struggling with motion sickness. As soon as the bus settled, I stood up and waved him over. "Sir, would you like to sit here now?" His eyes brightened, and he gratefully took my spot. Sometimes, helping someone is more important than keeping what's yours. I was sitting at the train station, waiting for my train. A woman with a little boy ran up to me. She looked very worried. "Please watch my son for just a minute. I have an emergency." Before I could answer, she handed me a piece of paper with her phone number. Then she ran away. At first, I thought, okay, it's just a minute, but she didn't come back. The boy started crying. I tried calling the number she gave me, but she didn't answer. I waited and waited. 15 minutes passed, then 30. Where is she? My train was leaving soon. The boy cried louder, and I didn't know what to do. I couldn't take him on the train with me, and I couldn't leave him alone. I felt trapped. What now? Therefore, I decided to find the police. I ran to their desk and told them everything. They took the boy, and I gave them the woman's number. Then I ran as fast as I could to my train. I made it just in time. 10 minutes later, my phone rang. It was the woman. She was yelling at me. "You kidnapped my son! I tried to call you. Your son is with the police now. Go get him." I was so upset, I hung up. As the train sped away, I stared out the window, feeling bad for the boy. I had tried to help, but it still felt wrong. Parents should never leave their kids with strangers. It's too risky. I was so excited to sit by the window on my flight. I couldn't wait to see the clouds and mountains below. Then, a little girl across the aisle looked at me and said, "Can I have your seat? I want to sit by the window." "I'm sorry, but I really want to sit here. I picked this seat so I could enjoy the view." The girl pouted, and her eyes started to fill with tears. Her parents didn't say much at first, but the dad gave me a look that made me feel uncomfortable. The girl's cries got louder. "I want the window seat!" People around us turned to look, and I started to feel embarrassed. I paid for this seat. It's not fair to give it up just because she's upset. But then the plane started to shake. It bounced up and down as we hit turbulence. The little girl screamed and covered her ears, crying even harder. "I'm scared." At that moment, I realized something. She didn't just want the window seat because it was fun. She was scared of flying and thought sitting by the window might help her feel better. When the plane stopped shaking, I leaned over and said, "Would you like to sit here now?" Her face lit up, and she nodded. Sometimes being kind is more important than being right.